ready, sir? Are you ready, sir? Fight!
How do you have it after 2 rounds, Gilbert, on your unofficial scorecard?
2 rounds for Josh Thomson. A lot better round for KJ. Better strikes landed, trying different things, but Josh Thomson had more control through the whole round.
Josh Thomson in the red gloves, KJ Noons in the blue. If you were in Noons' corner, Gilbert, what kind of advice would you be giving him heading into the final round?
I'd say come forward and do what you're doing. Throw those big uppercuts, stay low, be ready for the sprawl, and counter big.
Trip takedown, and this time he again goes to neutralize those legs. A scramble by Noons. Thomson looking for the arm triangle or the side choke.
That's very tight. That's a tough one to get out of right there. He needs to answer the phone. He's not answering the phone. Basic jiu-jitsu. Answer the phone, but he's not.
It's going to go to voicemail.
Yep. He'll be sleeping by that time.
He's pulling his arm the wrong way. He needs to push Josh Thompson's head away and slip his hand.
I think he's trying to pull it down at an angle to instead of across. He's trying to push it down to create a little space, right?
Yeah, any space will help at this point.
Well, his head's getting awful red. Oh, he's starting to...
And Noons survives. Well done, escaping the arm triangle choke attempt by Josh Thomson. But yet, not totally.
Not totally gone yet, huh?
I think he's almost just got to go and let him take his back and then try and figure his way out of there, right, Gilbert?
I agree. It's, you're either going to give up the side choke or the back right here. It's a good position for Josh, but I would say let's give up the back and try to work from there.
Yeah.
Gilbert, what about the armbar from here? Too dangerous on losing position?
Well, we just talked about that. Josh is working not the submissions, but the position. And if he goes for the submission, he may end up on bottom. So, KJ on top, ground and pounding is not where he wants to be. But if there's 30 seconds left, I'd say go for it. Josh Thomson happy here. He's winning the fight, riding it out, keeping it down where he wants it. Not mad at him for it.
Yeah. Are you impressed with the performance thus far, Gilbert?
These guys are looking pretty good. I'm 50-50 again.
Are you running for office anytime
I'm wondering. Sounds like politics in California.
Easy position.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fight. Noons wanting to initiate a scramble. Josh Thomson in top position, now in the open half guard. So Noons survives the arm triangle choke attempt.
Got to give KJ credit on battling out of there. A lot of heart, and a lot of guys can give up right there. We saw a couple side jokes today. It's an effective submission.
Now Noons looking to continue to maybe mark up the face of Noons. Thomson with those elbows, and Noons is just in trouble here on his back, unable to do much. A hammer fist from the ex-StrikeForce lightweight champion.
Noons visibly fatigued from trying to get out of that arm triangle. He had to work so hard to get out of that with very little blood, fresh blood going to his head. He's tired right now.
Again, it's been over a year for Josh Thomson, maybe just wanting to ride it out, grind out the win, get the W, and of course, hopefully earn that rubber match with you, Gilbert Melendez, the StrikeForce lightweight champion. Your first 2 fights, some of the best action we've ever seen in StrikeForce. Anything that especially concerns you from what you've seen tonight that you haven't seen before?
No, nothing too much. Nothing too much. Josh is definitely a warrior, and he'll step it up for me. We know each other very well. It makes for a good fight if that so happens to be the fight. There's a lot of impressive 155 versus today, though.
I think it's obvious that Josh Thomson is fighting a safe fight tonight to make sure he gets to that trilogy with you.
Yeah, you got to earn it. You got to earn it. There's some impressive guys out there tonight, and he's looking good.
Pat Healy.
I got to say, Pat Healy looked really good tonight. Yeah,
submitted Carlos Fodor. I mean, he definitely wants to put his hat into the lightweight title picture. And as you know in this business, Gilbert, it's wins and losses, but it's also on how impressive you look in those wins and losses.
Exactly, Mauro. Exactly. Well put.
Less than a minute remaining in the final round. Now Josh Thomson with some ground and pound.
He's just shutting Noons down with this grappling game.
I think Josh Thomson will take a risk here this last 30 seconds and posture up and ground and pound a little bit stronger here. And I think he knows he has it. He's going to go for it.
And I think he's really accomplished something very few guys have been able to do, and that's to hold Noons down, right?
Got to give him credit for that.
As we revisit the keys in the cage tonight, Gilbert, you were right on in terms of what Thomson needed to do. The takedowns, it's all about the takedowns here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, KJ did his best to keep on his feet, but Josh Thomson great takedowns, stuck with them, was relentless with the takedown, stuck with it, and got it. And I think it made the difference here tonight.
We're going to the judges' scorecards in tonight's lightweight co-feature. And Gilbert Melendez, great job, by the way, tonight, big guy. I think the rest of us might have to worry a little bit. Really good job, bud.
Had a good time. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, the takedown was the game changer, and it was all Josh Thomson. You know, he parries this punch here and then kind of swoops his hips inside for a leg trip. High risk move, but wow, did he pull it off? I've always wanted to do those in a fight, by the way.
Nice off balance technique with that forearm shiver, hit that little trip.
And he had him in submission position, and oh boy, I thought he was going to get him here. Deep, deep, Gilbert. I mean, you've been there.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of guys got finished with that move tonight, and you got to give KJ credit. That's just pure heart and athleticism just getting out of there because it was really tight.
Now let's talk about the energy expended, Pat, to get out of a hold like that. We saw visibly the juice sucked out of Nunes.
Yeah, he was grimacing hard after that. You saw a lot of concern on his face while he was getting out of it, and there's the grimace. He was hurting after getting out of it.
Yeah, and Thomson, good job staying in position, staying in control, and just pounding his way to a victory here. And the trilogy, Gilbert, what'd you see new in Josh Thomson? What'd you see different?
Well, nothing too new for me. You know, I expected him to do what he did, and he did a great job at it. You know, if the trilogy's there, then so be it. And I think he's one of the guys that's a top contender in StrikeForce right now.
Well, let's look at the show stats.
Yeah, the amount of time they spent on the ground, obviously, as Gilbert said, that's where Josh Thomson wanted to be. He accomplished his goal tonight.
He did a great job. That's actually a really great point. He seemed like he had a goal, and he accomplished that goal tonight.
All right, let's send it up to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored about the same, 29-28. All 3 in favor of the winner, the former StrikeForce World Champion, the Punk, Josh Thomson.
Josh, congratulations on the win. I know it's been a long time. You've had to battle various injuries. What did you think about your performance tonight?
It was shit.
Okay, elaborate. Why do you think it was that bad?
How else do you explain it was shit? No, really what happened was I haven't fought in 15 months. I tried something different because I was always getting hurt. And the bottom line is when I got back to my camp, I got staffed twice in the training camp. I couldn't train, so my conditioning was shit. So that means my fight was shit.
Do you feel that you are still worthy, though? I mean, you picked up the W, and a lot of people are anticipating the rubber match with StrikeForce lightweight champion Gilbert Melendez. Do you feel that's next?
I do feel it's next, only because I'm going to go back to the way I used to train. And if I get hurt, I get hurt. I'm going to go back to the way I used to train. Super hard, super aggressive for 12 weeks. I'm going to make sure that I whoop Gilbert's ass.
All right, a very candid Josh Thomson, the former StrikeForce lightweight champion, picking up the W here tonight. Well, let's go back to cage side.
So Thomson won rounds 1 and 3, Frank, and Nunes took round 2 by the judges' scorecards. 4 out of 6 takedowns for Thomson. Did a great job staying on the attack, mixed things up a little bit with his striking. Did a pretty decent job staying out of trouble with the superior striking of Nunes, and got those takedowns and you know, pulled out the victory.
Yeah, and the one submission attempt showed Thomson doing his game. You know, getting it down. 4 out of 6 takedowns, like you said, Pat. You know, he had a goal, he had a game plan, and he executed it well. Nunes, of course, was no joke in this fight, but you know, there's something about Josh Thomson when he gets in there. He's always able to pull through. He's got a great mixed game, and I like that fight.